Scorpio. Welcome back, Scorpio. I hope all is well. So we're talking about two divine counterparts. Beautiful. But what's unfolding with you guys? What's anticipated to unfold? You getting a new start or a cycle that's closing out? Let's see. Okay. Somebody is spying you, but you know it because I saw the moon reverse just now. So whoever this person is that's watching you, you know, feels like somebody might be watching your relationship, see whether or not you still with this person. Ooh, you have 3 cards that fell out for you. And I'm going to turn them over in the position that they fell, because that is usually an indication that there is something here that I need to pay attention to. Okay. I am feeling that the person who is spying on you is someone that you or your person no longer wanted to collaborate with. Somebody that you or your person walked away from. What else? And stay with me because I'm going to get some messages to find out why, to help you be able to decipher who is this person who's spying. I feel intuitively that it's somebody that you or your person used to deal with. It could be an ex, or it could be a situationship. Confirmation for you, this is somebody that connection came with it to an end. Something came to an end between one of the people that you guys were interacting with. Whoever this person is that's spying. So Scorpio, the person who's spying on you, could be somebody that you used to deal with, or it could be somebody that your person used to deal with. Whatever this situation is, y'all had to have the strength to walk away and abstain from continuing to deal with this person. What else? Spirit, can you tell me? Okay. I see 4 of Wands. So this is somebody that you or your person moved away from because they celebrated with you. So you got married. So potentially it could just be a celebration of a union, or it could be the fact that you guys got married, that you're celebrating. I just saw 8 of Wands, and I saw 8 of Cups. And I saw the Sun and the King of Wands and the 7 of Wands. So I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that you and your person, or your person, walked away from a situation and moved forward, closed out a cycle, and you guys settled down with someone else. It could also be that you were in a connection with someone and it didn't work out simply because you guys just weren't a fit. Because I see the Emperor and the Empress here. And because of the way the cards are positioned, I don't feel like there's any toxicity or anything. It could just be you guys were not a fit, so a cycle closed out. It could be that as well. But I feel more so that it's you being in a connection with someone other people are jealous of because they were not chosen. And also because for some of you it's most likely an ex, or somebody that you or your person messed around with. For others of you, this person is not really a person per se. It's more like a group of people. Maybe it's a group of people that know you, know your partner. They kind of like were jealous of your connection. They felt like whatever your dating history may be, they felt like this situation was not going to last. It did last to the extent that you guys got married. But you knew about it. You knew about this person spying on you. You knew about these people waiting and, jealous and waiting for your relationship to end. So you guys probably more than likely presented that to this person or this group of people, and you ended whatever type of relationship that you had. When I say relationship, I use that term loosely because in this scenario that I'm seeing and speaking to right now, this person or people were friends, possibly family. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is what these people thought was going to happen. They thought there was going to be some type of delay and that you wouldn't be in this connection. Let's see what else. The Cups of reverse. And then the Page of Wands. Right. This is somebody that you no longer wanted to give to. And this person tried to save face and salvage your relationship, but you didn't want it. They tried to present to you, your relationship has been occurring for so long. Like if this was a friend, they may have been saying, we've been friends for so long. Why throw the relationship away now? They tried to apologize but you stood on principle. Now, for others of you, this could be a person who's given the energy of, they don't care about you being married or committed to somebody, that they're willing to still, as long as they still are able to have access to you, they may have presented it that way. They may have presented, they still want to remain in a connection with you sexually. Drawn to pull a card, from another deck. So that's what I'm going to do. See what comes out. If you made it this far, I thank you. Stay with me, because after I pull a card from this deck, as I've been told to, I'm going to pull a message for you. See if there's a little bit more clarity on who is this person that's jealous. You have, exactly. 7 of Swords came out, as well as 4 of Swords. So this is telling me that this is somebody that plans on stabbing you in the back anyway. So whatever this is definitely sexual energy. This is, for some of you, this is a connection that you ended, and you moved on, you found your person, you settled down or whatever, you celebrated, you got married. For some of you got married. And for others of you, excuse me, for those of you who have settled down and got married, this is a person from the past, whether it's a person from you, or you as in Scorpio, or whether this is, and I'm feeling intuitively that this could be, whoever's watching this could also be a cross watcher. This could be somebody that's cross watching for Scorpio, but that's neither here nor there. I feel intuitively, especially with the tarot cards that's come out, that I'm reading for a connection. And I hate to sound redundant, but I'm reading the messages to you as I'm channeling them. So bear with me, because they may seem all over the place at times, but bear with me. For some of you, this is a connection where you were dealing with someone, it didn't work out, and you moved on, and you closed out a cycle, and you met your partner, you met your person, which is the Emperor and the Empress that I'm seeing. So, and in that situation, you had other people that were lingering. You had people who were upset because, the connections might have overlapped potentially. And one or both of you ended your situation and moved forward with each other, and you got married, or whatever the case may be. Got married, committed, it's interchangeable, because it could be a celebration for a marriage, or it could just be a celebration for you deciding to commit to your connection. That's for some of you. Now, in that situation, the person is upset. They're still lingering on. They still want access to you. They may have even told you that they're willing to be the side piece, as I referenced earlier. For others of you, this is a situation where, you did find your partner, but you may have a history of having a lot of relationships that abruptly come to an end and they don't work out. And you have people in your life that are aware of that. So they often, when you introduce them to new people, they be spying on you. When I say spying, I mean like they be focused on how long it's gonna last. They gossiping about you. They talking about you. They looking at what's going on, and they like, oh, well, how long is this connection gonna last? They expect that it's not gonna last. Now, in this situation, your connection has lasted, and you are with a person who is abundant. So they're spying on you, and that's what they're focusing on, that because they feel like you have more than what they have, so they're jealous. And in this situation, a lot of you, had some type of confrontation with this person or this group of people. And that's it. And that scenario pertaining to, because remember, I'm reading for multiple Scorpios. So a lot of the way the messages are coming out, as far as the way I'm channeling them, I'm working with, feeling 2 different stories, sometimes even 3. It just depends on the read. But for those of you who had a fallout with this person that you learned was jealous of you, you immediately cut them off. You didn't want them in your energy. You moved on. But even though you moved on, I'm being told that these people still wanted to linger on. So it's like they're still watching you. They're still paying attention to what you're doing, and they're hoping to come back. For those of you that this is based off of a romantic situation, and you have exes or mess arounds, however you want to call it, situationships, whatever it is, these other people who were lingering on the background, that is not the person that you're currently with, that presented to you that they're willing to stay in this connection with you. They're willing to stay attached to you as long as they still have access with you. Spirit is telling me that do not fall for it, because this person wants more and is not willing to just accept sleeping with you. This is what they're presenting to you, because this is what they feel like they need to present to you in order to gain access to you. I'm going to pull some messages from you for you to see exactly who it is. But I'm seeing that this is somebody, for some of you, this is a gentleman that has dark brown hair. He may have a lot of hair on his chest. For the females, this is a woman who has very long dark hair. Could be black, could be dark brown. This is a person that when you used to sleep with them, they used to make you feel bad about it. So it could be that maybe when you were sleeping with them, it was understood before y'all slept together that it was supposed to be just sex, but then, or sex, excuse me, because I don't want to be, flagged on YouTube, but it's supposed to be just, one thing. And then afterward, they make it more complicated. If that resonates, then you know that that's the person that's spying on you. That's aware of you being with somebody else, and you're happy in your situation. But I'm just going to pull from another deck and find out what else. What is the energy that Spirit can tell me about this person that's jealous? Other than what the tarot is saying. That is quite thick, so work with me here. Bear with me. Hang on, Scorpio, because I have some more messages for you. And I was not intending for this to be a long reading, but listen, I'm a messenger, so I have to tell you what I'm led to tell you. What else can you tell me? What can you tell me about this person that's jealous of Scorpio? I'm only going to pull 3 cards for you. So we have cultural influence, undeniable reach, moves the masses, they follow your lead. Okay, so this is what I was saying, same energy from what I was saying earlier. This person basically told you that they would do what you wanted. So they just went with the flow because they felt like if they went with the flow, you would agree to be with them. What else? Okay. You also have cozy zone, protected vibes, emotional comfort, nurturing space. I'm safe here. I can breathe, feeling so good. Yeah, so this person basically wanted to be in your vicinity and present themselves as being your comfort zone, like your fallback person. They felt like as long as they were there, you would always come back to them. They didn't think that you would find somebody and actually, want to settle down with that person. They felt like they were around for so long, so by default, you would just be with them, even though you may not have been in a committed relationship. Ceasefire, taking a break from fighting, trying to find a truce, temporary break from chaos. So this person is saying that when you guys stopped dealing with each other, they didn't believe you. They just thought, you were going through something and you wanted to take a little break from messing with them. They didn't think that break was not a break. You actually moved on and found somebody else. I'm led to say that you already had found somebody else. The person that you ultimately decided to be with was already there, but the person who's jealous of you did not think that you would actually commit to being with that person. They just thought that, it was just something to do. Like they was expecting that because you always went back to them and they were always around, that you would ultimately end up with them. And you was just, messing around with that person. That person would eventually get tired. Because you wouldn't commit to that person. That person would stand on principles and they believe you. So by default, they would still end up with you anyway. Last card. I know I said 3, but I'm ready to pull one more. Too many. Level up moment. Game changing shift. Doors opening. Destiny calling. Another step forward. This is your time. Yeah, this person did not think that you will move on. At least not now. They thought that they still had more time with you. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me to the end, Scorpio. If you made it this far, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If this resonates with you, let me know. If you would like a follow-up read on this situation because it resonates with you, let me know. Thank you so much. Namaste. Be